Hey guys, it's Randy. I am back. This will be my second WIP and chat. I had a great time getting to know a bunch of you during the first WIP and chat. Thank you so much for all of your comments and positive feedback. I really appreciate it. I had a great time. I figured I would do another one. I don't know that this one's going to be as long as that one. An hour is a really long time, so I'm sure that you get better at it as you practice, but I'm still new. So thank you for all of your support. I have some kind of exciting news for you. This weekend, January the 30th, Abigail Marie is having a birthday live. She is actually turning, well, I won't tell you how old she's turning, but she's having her birthday this Friday, and she always does a Saturday live. So at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time or 7:30 Central Time, which is my time, she will be having a live. It's Diamond Painting by Abigail Marie. And I will put a link down below so you can go to her channel on YouTube and check her out. She's great. I've become friends with so many people on here, and I just can't thank all of the crafting community and the people that I've gotten to know for just being so sweet. I never thought that I would put anything on my YouTube channel. I think I mentioned in my WIP and chat before that I used to do adult coloring, and it was a lot of fun. There were some great people, but I'm still new to the diamond painting community because I started out just sort of figuring out things on my own, trial and error. And then I realized there was this fantastic community, and I was like, wow, I'm really missing out. So it's been a lot of fun getting to know people and really diving headfirst into this. Plus, I love diamond painting, so there you go. Oh, I've been working on her for a while. She's a beast. What is she? She's a 70 by 87 centimeters. This is Diamond Art Club Virgo. And although I'm loving it and putting a lot of extra drills, special drills, ABs and things like that, I can't not say something, and I won't go on a long rant, but what is up with the skin tone? Why Diamond Art Club? It looks like she's bleeding from the neck. I don't get it. Can y'all see that? I don't know. It's weird because there's like this deep, dark red going through her neck, like where her head and her neck meet. And then it's like this real harsh peach coral, whatever. And then you can see in her arm, like, I don't know. Things should just gradiate a little better. I know. You're not supposed to look at it real close up, but I've had 2 other canvases recently that I've had skin issues with. And being a makeup artist, I can't help it. I look at that. I'm super picky. So to see the skin look so off just drives me nuts. I'll do a video some other time, and I'll show you the other 2 canvases. But there was a beautiful black woman, and her skin was supposed to be this like complete blood red color, and I'm like, no. So I redid the entire skin tone on that painting, and it kind of took the joy out of it for me. Then there was another painting, and it was a very, very fair-skinned girl, and it was gray, like dreary, weird gray, purplish gray colors, and like funky browns, and a really dark coral color, almost orange, and her skin looks so funky. Anyway, I'll get off of that for now, but come on guys. Okay, so Diamond Art Club Virgo. This is my Enablers Outpost pen. I think it's called Pink Lemonade. I don't know that I've seen them make anymore, but one of their trademarks, they have a lot of pens that have the gold flecks or rose gold flecks in them. And then I have my everlasting tips, because y'all know I will multi-place like a mopo. Anyway, where was I going with this? Oh, so I have a near-death experience that I have to share with you. Basically, this weekend I was diamond painting, and my craft room or diamond painting room is at the front of the house. So it's right, like literally right next door to the guest bathroom. So I've been diamond painting. I always drink a bunch of water whenever I'm diamond painting. I don't know why, it makes me thirsty. So I had gotten to the point where I was like, all right, why did I wait this long to go to the bathroom? I was hungry. It was lunchtime. I was like, all right, I'll finish this section. You know how that goes. Just one more symbol. I'll finish this symbol. I'll finish this letter. So finally I was to the point where like, all right, I gotta go. So I get up, I go in there, and I don't turn the light on because, you know, it's bright enough to where I don't need to turn it on to see anything. I'm just like pulling my britches down and about ready to sit down on the commode when all of a sudden I turn around just enough to look and see that there is a full-on toilet plunger handle sticking up out of the toilet right at my butt. So I just about buttholey impaled myself on a toilet plunger. I was so pissed off. I was like, what in the hell? I hollered at my husband in there and I'm like, Carl, what did you do? Why? What is this? And I'm like dancing around because I need to pee, and there I am, pants down with the toilet plunger like 2 inches from my behind. So anyways, I guess he was plunging or doing something in there and he didn't finish it and forgot that he left the plunger in there. He's like, well, how did you not see it? I'm like, dude, I did not turn the light on because I know where the toilet is. I come in here all the time. So anyway, it was a near-death experience, but I'm fine. So I know a lot of you have expressed your interest in my coral hobby. And a lot of people were saying that you wanted a tour of the coral room and all that good stuff. So I will do that. It is a mess in there right now. So let me get that cleaned up, and then I will do a little special coral room video. Things have been not the best in the coral room. A lot of corals have died, unfortunately, because I had a really bad issue going on in there, and there were a bunch of algae blooms. So I'm really disappointed with that, but things are getting better. I just have less corals, and there's still a situation with the algae in there. So I also need to clean off some of the corals and remove some of the algae that's on there. It'll help them. As far as the small tank, which has my favorite corals in it, there's also an aptasia problem. Let me explain. Aptasia is a type of anemone, but it's a bad anemone. Basically, it irritates the corals. It multiplies like crazy and will cover everything in the tank. If you try to take them out of the tank, or even kill them, they spew a bajillion babies all over the tank. So it just makes the problem worse. There are different things on the market out there that, you know, Aptasia X and F Aptasia and all this stuff that are supposed to get rid of it, but nothing really works other than buying these little things called nudibranchs, and they're alive, but they're very fragile, and you put them in the tank and they slowly eat all of the Aptasia. So whenever I do the little tour thing, you will see a bunch of the bad anemones, and I'll probably re-explain this, but there you go. So I will do a tour of the coral room. All right, so I almost forgot. I need your help. I am sitting in a chair that not only squeaks like nobody's business, but the padding in it is shot. Not just in the butt area, but in the armrests. I mean, the whole nine. So I really, really need a new chair, and I would love it if y'all could help me figure out, why is this? I just put brand new glue dots in here, y'all, so sorry. I have to kind of get it dirty or it will not put the drill down. It just keeps pulling it off. Okay, I have talked to a couple of people, and they talk about the gaming chair company Secret Lab, and I looked on there and was pretty interested in possibly getting one of those, but for the price and everything, it seems like there's not really a whole lot of padding in the bottom of the seat, and I got a little junk in my trunk, so I like to have padding in the butt part of the chair, and I like to have padding in the armrest too, because I lean right to left sometimes whenever I'm diamond painting. So let me know down in the comments. So did y'all do anything good this weekend? I was really excited because I am a huge hockey fan and I love my Dallas Stars so much. Don't go there because I will school you if you do. I mean, we were in the Stanley Cup playoffs and we are now the Western Conference champions. So there you go. They had 2 games this weekend. I did not realize it. They had one on Friday and then one again on Sunday. And Abigail Marie, if you're listening, you know I must love you if I'm going to do your live in the middle of my hockey game. Because I love watching the Stars. Anyways, I love hockey. Even though I'm a girly girl and do makeup and all that stuff, I love bass fishing. I pretty much love fishing of any kind. I really love to fish, but bass fishing is probably my favorite. Does anybody else like to fish out there? I know, maybe I'm weird. I have an off sense of humor, and I like hockey and I like fishing and things like that. So I don't know if anybody else is in the same boat as me, but I'm a super girly girl, but I really like a lot of different things too. And you know, with the corals and the coral hobby that I have, I 100% love snorkeling. Like I freaking love it. I've only been scuba diving once. My husband and I on our honeymoon went to Hawaii, and that is the one and only time I've ever been there. It's amazing. We had so much fun, and we just went on like a little scuba diving, I don't know. I think the guy took us out for an hour maybe, or 30 minutes, something like that. And it was real close to shore, but oh, it was amazing. We got to see turtles, eels, all kinds of stuff. So we mostly snorkel because we have our own snorkel masks and fins, but the scuba diving was really cool. And he took a video of us, so we got videos of us underwater and of turtles and different things like that. So it was amazing. But you're not going to believe it. My biggest fear, like, I'm definitely afraid of heights and all that, but my biggest fear is sharks. Y'all, let me tell you something. I grew up, well, I don't want to age myself, but let's just say that Jaws ruined me. Jaws ruined me. Yeah, that and Deep Blue Sea. Is that what those were called? Deep Blue Sea? The ones with Samuel L. Jackson with like the mega sharks that were like real fast and stuff. That shit messed me up. I used to love watching all that stuff and watching Shark Week and whatever, but I tell you what, when you're out in the water and you're thinking about that stuff and you're just trying to enjoy yourself, it's like a love-hate relationship. So I love snorkeling. I've seen octopus, squid, eels, turtles. I'm trying to think what else. So many different things, and I'm so happy when I'm out there. But I'm going to tell you something always in the back of my mind, and if you live in Florida or if you live in California, I don't want to hear any stories about you being up on a building and watching a bunch of people out in the water swimming like dummies while there's sharks all around them. I hate hearing about stuff like that. Anyways, that's probably my number one fear, with heights being a very close second. So, yeah. We actually, when we went to Turks and Caicos, We did a little snorkeling tour thing. And one of the spots they took us to was like the shark spot. And so I asked the captain of the little boat that we were in, you know, everybody had already jumped in the water and I was still in the boat. And I was like, look, dude, I know that you're telling me that this is safe and you've done it a million times, but you do realize this is the freaking ocean, right? This is their home, not our home. So, you know, things could happen. He's like, oh, nothing's ever happened. I'm like, okay, well, we're just visiting where they live. So amazingly enough, I got out into the water and there was like a cluster of us. So honestly, if a shark just wanted to have a buffet, I mean, we were all there together, but for whatever reason, it made me feel a little bit more safe that there were people all around me. So, yeah, we're in the water and the guy's trying to show us, supposedly there are like some big sharks way down. Thank God I couldn't see them because I probably would have shit myself. But he all of a sudden takes this water bottle that he has in his hand, and underwater he starts crinkling this water bottle and it's making this noise, and he's trying to like call the sharks or something so we could see the sharks. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what in the hell? So sure enough, not too long after he did that, I look over towards my right hand side and there's a guy next to me, and we look over there and this like baby-ish shark, smaller shark, I'll say, swims up and sees us and swims off. And about that point, I was like, nope, I'm out. So I don't know if the captain of the ship or his helper or whatever saw something else, but he's like, all right, it's time, everybody needs to get back in the boat. I was like, hell yeah. So I hauled ass and I got up there, and then I was having trouble getting in the boat because of one of my flippers, my fins. So I was the last person in the boat, last person out, last person in. I was ready to get the hell out of there. So that's about my closest adventures with seeing a shark, but I did actually see that baby shark. Y'all, look how pretty this AB is. It's 129. It's Diamond Art Club color. Can you see how pretty those are? Oh my gosh. The ABs in this kit are real good, like real good. There's three colors, different colors of ABs, and they're all super pretty. Very, like, a lot of the AB coating is on them. Let's see, I need number 3, which is also an AB. You know, I told y'all I love to use glue dots, but on ABs you really can't use glue dots. It's too much. So I'm going to be putting up a little quickie video of a giveaway that I won from somebody that's now become a friend of mine. Her name is Jemmin Jess, Jemmin, Jim and Jess. And I just opened up the package that she sent me that I got today, and it had some different types of wax in it. I knew I was going to get some patty wax, but she was so sweet, and she actually added some Not Your Mama's Mud in there, and I'm using that in my single placer for the ABs, and it seems like it's working pretty good so far. I haven't had a lot of stuff splooge out of there either. You know, whenever you're using like super sticky or patty wax or something like that, and it starts to kind of splooge out of the end of your pen. This hasn't done that, so I'm hoping that I like it, and that way it'll be like my new AB solution. Because those glue dots are good for everything, but not for the ABs. So what kind of diamond paintings do y'all like? I find myself interested in like female characters, like women, things that are modern. I love anything Josephine Wall. I love her paintings. I actually have one that I ordered from Germany that is a, what is it? 100 by 75 or something like that, and it has like 220 colors. It's called Call of the Sea. It's really, really beautiful. But it is a big one. I call it the beast. I will either put a picture in here or I'll do a different video on it, but it's gigantic. I'm going to do it for the Going JWall event that's happening in May this year. And you can do any JWall canvas. It's going to be really fun. And then I know Drill a Beast is coming up February 1st. And since it doesn't have to be a new start, I think I'm just going to keep working on this. I'm not one of those people that serial starts, you know, that does a bunch of pictures at the same time. I really like just having one and doing it. And I like working on the really big canvases too. I'm not really into the, you know, snack size pictures or what have you. Maybe eventually after I've diamond painted a million large canvases, I might be sick of it and I might enjoy doing more snack size, but really I just love the big ones. I don't know why. Why do we like what we like? But I love like Diamond Shop has a lot of things that I like Anna Dittman and Leoba Bruckner, and they have a lot of artists that have just unique, beautiful paintings of women. And so I like kind of modern stuff, things like that. As far as Diamond Art Club and Craftably go, I am all about, so here's the funny thing. I don't typically like, you know, cutesy diamond paintings. I don't want anything Disney. I don't want like little princesses and that is absolutely 100% not my style. I have no interest whatsoever. But I do love Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Craftably has some beautiful paintings of hers that I've ordered. Haven't started on them yet, but I do have them in my stash. Love, love, love Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Whenever I was doing adult coloring, for the most part, I really started out with her coloring book. She just has the cutest girls, and they have those big eyes, and they have like this shadow on their face. Just super cute. The other person that I absolutely love is Hannah Lynn. I think the only Hannah Lynn painting that I don't have from Diamond Art Club is Rapunzel. That was the only one that just didn't do it for me. I'm like, no, I love confetti, and that's probably why I like Josephine Wall. That's why I like all my multi-placers. A lot of people say they don't care about the 2 and 3 placer, but let me tell you something. When you love confetti, this is your best friend. To have the 3 on one side and the 2 on other and be able to just switch them back and forth, amazing. It makes your life so much easier. I love it. So I do really, really love Hannah Lynn, and I love all of her pictures. I think they're amazing, just the big eyes and her, I don't know. I just really like her style. But it's funny because to me, Jasmine Beckett and Hannah Lynn both have kind of what I would call like cutesy girls or characters or whatever. So for whatever reason, I really like them. I'm not interested in cats or wolves or anything like that either. And I know that's like a really big deal in the diamond painting community. A lot of people enjoy doing paintings of cats or wolves or something like that. I did see that there was a painting, and somebody's probably going to throw something at me, but there was a painting. I don't remember who the artist is. Maybe Sheena Pike. I think that's who it is. And I'm a dog person. I have 2 Pomeranians. I was so excited to see that there was a diamond painting that had a Pomeranian in it, that it wasn't cats. It was actually a dog. And let me tell you something, that little Pomeranian was so cute, but the girl that was in the painting was so damn creepy. I was like, yeah, no, I was so disappointed. I was like, why did they finally put a Pomeranian in a diamond painting, and then it has some creepy ass looking chick in it. So if you like that painting and you have it or whatever, sorry, not sorry. But yeah, so I really like the more modern paintings and just cool chicks, you know, funky stuff. I have a couple things from Moon Shop that are just powerful women that have, you know, I love anything from the ocean or the sea. So like one lady has like tentacles coming out for her hair and stuff. I mean, it's just, yeah, good stuff. So if you haven't looked at their paintings, or maybe you have, you already know this, they're not cheap, and they're shipping from the Philippines. So it takes a little while to get here. But the packaging, once they ship it, it gets here really quick. I think they send everything FedEx now. Apparently they didn't before, but they have some beautiful artwork. It's just costs you a little bit more since it's farther away and you got to pay for that shipping. But they're a small, you know, small family-owned business too, so. You know, the other thing that I've noticed is lately there's been a pen challenge going around, and people are doing videos about all of the diamond painting pens they have. I think it's so fun. It's like my guilty pleasure to watch and see all the pens that people have. I have an okay amount of pens, but not a ton. I'm not really one of those, like, you know, if I get into a hobby or something, I mean, I want to get set up in it, like with the coloring and stuff. I have a lot of different sets of pencils and, you know, colored pencils and things like that. And of course with diamond painting, you get all your tips and your trays and this, that, and the other. But I'm not really like a collector of pens or cover minders or things like that. I don't just buy a bunch. You know, I know some people are so cute. They'll be like, excuse me, they'll be like, yeah, so I'm going to do this. Like I did a painting called The Knight, and it was like a knight in shining armor, a lady that had armor on. And I have a couple of the Agnes Little Minders. Where are they? I don't know if I have any over here. Yeah. Here's one. An Agnes Little Minder cover minder. And it looks like a little dragon. So I thought that was funny that she was a knight and there was like a little dragon cover minder. But some people will actually, you know, it's like Christmas time or something, and they'll have like, you know, purchase a special snowflake or, you know, snowman cover minder to put on the painting that they're doing because they want it to match. Or maybe they'll have a pen and they'll go, oh, this pen is going to be great for this painting I'm going to do for an event. Not that, I don't know. I'm not that into getting a bunch of extra accessories. I'm really loyal. If I find something that I like and it works really well, then I'll stick to that brand or, you know, whoever makes that product. I mean, so the everlasting tips are awesome. Nicole, that's in Australia, as far as I know, and if I'm wrong, then feel free to correct me, but I think she's the one that actually created the everlasting tips, and I believe they were the first tips that were created as such. I know there are a couple of other companies now that are making them, and they have some great products. I haven't tried the tips from them. I have always bought my everlasting tips, the stainless steel tips from Nicole in Australia, and I've continued to do that. So she just came out with a 12 placer, I think, and I placed an order for that. Plus, my favorite single placer is these all-in-one tips. I don't know why, but I just prefer those. So I ordered a couple more of those from her, but I'm just pretty loyal. And of course, everybody has their favorite colors. Lime green will always be my favorite color. Hot pink is a close second. And anything rose gold, I'm all about it. Rose gold is amazing. anything looks good in rose gold. I know that Ureli was talking about planners, and I was watching her video, and I can't think of the name of the company that she really loves. It's some planner, like organization, you know, like calendars and whatnot, company that she really likes. And I was Googling the other day, and I found a rose gold planner that was by this lady or this company that she really likes, and it's really pretty. And I was like, man, I should get that. I'm like, I'm not going to use it. I mean, I have one calendar, and I do good to just put appointments in it, and that's about it. I'm not one of these people that like puts a bunch of stickers in it and uses colored pencils or, you know, gel pens or anything like that. I don't know. I really love this canvas. It's unfortunate about her skin, but I really love everything else. Here are some of the other ABs that are in there that are so pretty. I'm not a Virgo, I'm a Gemini, so people keep saying, well, are you a Virgo? Is that why you got this? I don't know. It's weird to me that people think you have to be, you know, whatever sign it is for the Josephine wall painting that you get. And I'm like, I have this one and Sagittarius and what's the other one? I can't remember. I have all three of them because I think they're really pretty. It's more about the image. If I love the image, then, you know, oh, this is a certain sign. So, and I know some of you guys were so sweet and telling me that if I love to read, but I haven't been reading as much because I'm diamond painting, that I should try the audiobook. So I'm actually listening to an audiobook that I'm pretty interested in right now. Excuse me. And it's a good book. I am not super far into it, so I'm still kind of getting to know the characters and all that. It's called The Guest List by, is it Lucy Foley? Lucy Foley, maybe? Anyway, I love fiction. I love crime fiction, you know, serial killers, things like that. Like Dexter is one of my all-time favorite shows. Love Dexter. Oh, I can't wait for it to come back on. I think season 9 comes back on in like April or something. Anyway, I can't wait. And I love Michael C. Hall. My husband actually met him in an airport once. It was so funny because my husband was on a layover, and I can't even remember where it was. And he was getting a coffee in the coffee shop, and there was Michael C. Hall. So he was trying not to bother him or embarrass him or anything like that because people weren't like swarming around him. And he's like, oh my gosh. He's like, can I just take a quick picture of you? He's like, I don't need your autograph or anything like that. He's like, but my wife loves you and we really love watching Dexter. And he was like, sure. So I have this great picture of Michael C. Hall holding a coffee in an airport. So anyways, back to the books. I love anything like I said, serial killer, whatever. My two favorite authors are Norwegian, so I have to wait until the books get translated like a year later from when the book actually comes out to get it. So like right now there's a new book by Lars Kepler that I really, really want, but it's not in English yet. So it'll probably be, I don't know, a year or two before the whole book gets translated and it comes to like the UK where I can get it, or here. But Lars Kepler is my absolute favorite. It's a husband and wife team, and they have a great main character. Like the whole series is so good. Favorite books of all time. They're big, huge, thick books too. The other one of my all-time favorite authors is Joe, I think it's pronounced Nesbo. If you are from somewhere else and you know how to say his name, or if I'm saying it wrong, please feel free to correct me. He wrote The Snowman. He has his main character, I think his name is Harry Hole. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not kidding. Excuse me, I had to get a drink. Anyway, main character is amazing. They've done a lot of books. They actually did a movie about the snowman, but it was not nearly as good as the book, which I think all of us people that read books say that about movies, but it's typically true. I liked all of the Harry Potter books. I liked all of that Divergent series, all of the Twilight series, but I have not read the newest book. I can't remember what it's called, something Moon or something. I don't know. Mrs. Coffee said that she has it, and I guess listened to the audiobook, and she thought it was really good. Let's see, what else? I'm trying to think. There's so many different series out there, but primarily I love anything that's like crime and, serial killer stuff. I just finished reading a book. Some of my other favorite authors are Angela Marsden's. She's got the Kim Stone series, and then Robert, I don't know if it's Brynza. It's like BryndzA. He's got the Erica Foster series that's really, really good. I'm trying to think who else. J.D. Barker has a trilogy, The Fourth Monkey, The 4MK Killer. So good. So good. I love it. Actually won a signed book from him. He was doing a giveaway, and I won the second book in the series. And yeah, he's really good. Check him out. Who else? I'm trying to think. I also like Dot Hutchison. I don't know if you've heard of her. There's a really good book called The Butterfly Garden. You should check that out. And I don't want to say if you're a Christian, but yeah, if you're a Christian, definitely. The Left Behind series by Tim LaHaye. Oh man, one of the best series of all time. It's so good. It's talking about the rapture and what happens and the whole what happens on Earth after all that happens. Oh, it's so good. It's such a good series. If you haven't checked it out, you should check it out. It's fiction and it's fabulous. So I love to read. I can't remember if I said something in my other WIP and Chat about my reading challenge. I'm on Goodreads, the app Goodreads, and you can see what people are reading and see if you have stuff in common, and then, see if you like the books that they read. It gives suggestions and everything. So it has a log and it shows all the books that you've read, and it has a reading challenge you can do each year. So the year of 2019, I read 60 books. 60 books. But last year, I only read 39. So 50 was my goal, and I only read 39 because diamond painting has taken it over for me. I love diamond painting. So that's why I'm trying the audiobooks. But if you guys have any good books or authors that you want to recommend, please put it down in the comments. I would love to hear about what you're reading if it's in the crime fiction genre, because really that's all I'm going to read, unless there's a book you're telling me is super fabulous that I've never heard of. These ABs are stuck together. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I think I've rambled on enough. I have absolutely no idea how much time I've spent rambling on, but I hope you enjoy this. I hope you're having a good day, and until I see you next time, take care. Bye.